as I said in the last video, we'll be back on the street. We're back on the street. We're in the city and the sun is out, so hopefully we're going to get some good shots. So let's do it. Right, well, it's all going pretty good so far. We've got some good light, plenty of sun. Got a few images so far. So yeah, it's not going too bad. I think it's about dinner time. I haven't got my watch on me, so maybe do another hour and then I'm going to head home. So, I hope you liked that video, YouTube friends, and I'll let you know all the settings on my camera, which was, we shot everything today on the XPRO 2, used the 35mm f2 lens, used the Acros film simulation with a yellow filter, although I do slightly tweak the images in Lightroom a little bit more contrast, maybe open the shadows sometimes, a few little things like that. Now my friend, Tutu Fresh, asked me on Instagram when he saw my underpass pictures, he said, you know, is this part of a project? If not, why not? Well, Mikey, you found me out. But I wasn't going to say anything about any projects I'm working on until I had a few more images. But yes, I'm doing 2 projects. The first one is the underpass one. Now, doesn't matter what underpass or where, it can be any underpass or subway, that type of thing. So if I'm in a city where there is one, if someone lets me know where they are, I don't know where these places are. Normally further out on the outskirts. I'll maybe go and hang around, see if I can get a few shots. And but it's underpasses and subways, so it hasn't got to be anything else. Just people using them, the graffiti on them, that kind of thing. The second project I'm working on is called That's My Point, and it's just people pointing at stuff. But I'm doing it for 2 reasons. One, I think it's quite a quirky kind of thing, you know, gestures are good on the street. But 2, it kind of, you have to speed up your work on the street, you know, you've got to be quick, so it kind of helps, you know, you see someone start pointing, you've got to be quick to get it. Otherwise, you know, they're like, yeah, it's over there, and it's done, and you're too late, you've missed it. So it's a good little thing to do to get your speed up. So I'm working on that, and while I'm on the subject of that, You've got to check this image out here. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's part of the same project. And check this out. Now, I couldn't believe this. I started walking down the lanes in Norwich, where I live, and saw this guy looking in a shop window. I'm just kind of walking around, got my camera handy, you know, and all of a sudden he starts pointing at something in the display, and I'm like, yeah, mega. And I quickly get my camera up, and I could not believe, as I'm framing this shot, two women walk past, and one of the women starts pointing at something else. As you can see there, one of the women starts pointing at something else, and bang, get two people pointing at two different things, totally not related, in the same shot. Couldn't believe it. And really, that just goes to show the kind of things that happen on the street, you know, and if you're not there, you're going to miss it. So get yourself out on the street. If you like doing street photography, get out there as many times as you can. I mean, when I went out today in this video, you know, nothing was really happening. I mean, I was there early because I'd been doing other things first thing, so I thought, well, rather than drive home and go back again, you know, I'll just go straight in, park my car, have a wander about. And I just wandered around in the morning up until around just after dinner time. But, you know, sometimes you go and you might get 2 or 3 images, that's it. You might get tons more if there's a lot of other things going on. You might not get really anything. You know, you take a few, but you get home and you're not pleased with them. So, you know, to get that shot where 2 people pointing at 2 different things in the same shot, and I tell you, if I'd have been using, I mean, that shot was taken with the X-T20 and it had the wide angle lens on. Now, if I'd have been using the XPRO 2, I always have the 35mm on there, and if I'd have been using that, you know, I'd have been focusing on that guy, and women would have walked past, they wouldn't have been in the shot, you know, because it just wasn't wide enough. So, you know, kind of luck plays a big part. So couldn't believe that. Fantastic. But there you are, Mikey, 2 projects that I'm working on. Nothing spectacular, but just keeps your wits about you as you're working on the street. Well, that's it from me this week, and hopefully you'll tune in, you'll subscribe, you'll like the videos, and I'll see you next week. So remember, hit that subscribe button, tog on the street. You know it makes sense. See you next time.